fully want to scream. I obviously understand coming from the academic world. All right, hello, my fellow readers. Today, we're going to be doing a read with me for a week. Today, there's no theme, there's no set anything. It is just mood reading. And the reason I say that is that after spending so much time reading new, like certain types of authors, certain types of genres, and really just having like a set schedule of like what I'm meant to be reading, I really just need the time to just relax and just mood read, which I don't do very often, but it was definitely needed after prepping a bunch of videos for vacation. And so let's just get into the video and yeah. Okay, can I bend down here? Probably not. Okay, so I have been reading a lot of fantasy, a lot of romance. I just need like a weird girl fic. I just need a weird girl fic. So I have a few options. Let me grab them and then I will show them to you. Okay, now I'm in focus. Okay, so my options are Strange Girls. I have Cleaner. And then I have two library books at the moment. One of them is Convenient Store Woman. And then I also have The Adjunct, which I don't know if this is considered like weird girl fiction. I don't know. Ideally, I'm going to get the two library books done because I actually do have like a pile that actually needs to go back to the library. And the other ones are due on the 31st. So I would ideally like to read one of these. And I think I'm being called to read The Adjunct. So I think this is the one I'm going to start with. Okay, hello. I'm back from the gym. It is currently, actually, what time is it? 8:30. So anyway, I started at page like 0 when I went to the gym, obviously, because I hadn't started reading it. I'm on page 121. I will say this book is a very quick read because the font is like pretty big. So it moves pretty quickly. I read about, 119 pages in 32 minutes basically, so pretty quick. I'm a fast reader, but it is fairly quick. My thoughts are this is definitely not weird girl fiction. I thought it was. It is not. Not that I don't hate it. I enjoy it. It's very much a conversation about the academia kind of space and kind of what that looks like. Coming from like someone who has been in the academic world, and in graduate programs, it's a rather interesting space to be in, especially when it comes to being a woman and male professors. I obviously like don't want to give too much away, but I definitely know people that have gone on to marry or be engaged to professors that were in my grad program. So it really is like and I know this is like a very much universal experience. This is all my friends that are in academia, whether like in grad school, whether it's master's or PhD, they know professors that have gone on and like been with grad students. I have a very strong opinion on that. That is, I think it's ridiculous. I don't think that should be a situation, but obviously I understand it is. And so when you're reading that, you're just like, coming from that world, it makes it a little bit more complicated, my thoughts on the situation. So that's all I'll say about it for now. I do have to do other things that I have to edit. I have work today, so I don't know like how much I'm going to get of this done. It is a very engaging read, so potentially like I could finish it today. I'm definitely thinking off the bat it's probably like a 3.5 to 3.75 star, unless something like dramatically weird happens, and then it might go lower. But yeah, I don't think this is like really like outstanding or anything, but which is kind of what I needed right now. Like I just needed like an average book, especially the book I just came off of. I just needed like average book. But anyway, that's what's happening. I'm gonna go get changed into real clothes, work clothes, and then sort from there what we're gonna do. You might see me reading. I don't know. You're gonna find out. I'm gonna find out. I don't know. Okay, so I'm at about halfway, like halfway, I'm like over halfway at this point, I think, with this book. This is such an indictment on the education system, the higher education system, in my opinion. Um, I obviously have come from that background that it is definitely interesting to read in that, but I resonate with it because I understand everything she's going through. Um, yeah, I mean, when they talk about unionizing as adjunct professors, when they talk about the grad school system and the loans and the like research part of it, and then the professors, which obviously all of those things are all like so intertwined. And I think while I'm obviously very happy to have my graduate degrees and have gone through graduate school, it is one of those things where, yeah, all these things are true. If you want to know what it's like to be a grad student, especially here in America, read this book. Like, when it comes to the professors and this slimy professors that do sleep with grad students, like, you may think it's false if you are not from this world, if you're not from grad school, um, you might think it's false. Like, you might actually think this never happens. Nope, it happens all the time. Like, I know a couple of instances, like, personally. Not in my second grad program, but my first grad program for sure. Um, so it's just wild. Like, it's such a wild situation. I don't know, I don't have a lot to say because it's just like, I resonate with this book in a way. And I think right now my thoughts on higher education are not very high. And it's not because I don't love one of my degrees, but let's just say, like, there are some other there's other stuff going on in my life, but there that do kind of involve grad school and all that. So I think it's like, it's such an indictment on that process, and it's an indictment of like what happens after. Um, yeah, that's all I'm gonna say about it for now. Also, like, all of this stuff needs to go on my bed. These are like, I don't know if anyone's ever seen these. These are actually heating pads, like they're weighted heating pads. I have that and I have a little dachshund. Um, so ignore those. I just haven't put them on my bed today. Um, this book is really just making me feel like so many things. So many things. Yeah, I'm definitely over halfway. Um, I don't know if I'll finish before I leave for work or anything because I think it's, what time is it? It is 11:55 and I believe in like 2 hours. Um, so potentially I could finish it, but I'm also trying to work on other things. So anyway, that's what's going on. Okay, I don't. The lighting right now is a little bit funky, but that's okay. I got home from work. I haven't read much of this because I've been editing and like filming and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I also do need to pack at some point. But anyway, I did just finish a chapter. Also, let's ignore this post-it. It's the genre breakdown for the month. Anyway, this book this book is making me want to scream. Like, fully want to scream. I obviously I understand, coming from the academic world, this stuff happens. Okay, I quite frankly, I do understand that professors get with grad students. Is it appropriate? No. Do I condone it? Absolutely, like, absolutely not. Okay. However, the lack of any type of acknowledgement that he was in the wrong, you're just not getting it. Like, it's just like, are you just are not self-aware enough? Like, are you, like, the writing of this book is not really my favorite. However, the book just, it's so frustrating because, like, can you at least, like, can this man at least take accountability? Oh, right, he is a man. Never mind. Never mind. But either way, it's still ridiculous. This is still ridiculous. I am so like disgusted and so like this professor ruined her life and he does not give any like he does not care. He don't care. And I realize I've been talking for nearly 2 minutes ranting about this book. Is that what it's supposed to make me want to do? Because I don't know, maybe I have a different reaction because I actually have been in grad programs, multiple at this point, and like I don't know if maybe that's the case. I just am so frustrated with this freaking professor. Like she's fine. Like she's just like doing her best to stay afloat being an adjunct professor. Totally fine. Do adjunct professors need health care? Absolutely. Do adjunct professors need better wages? Absolutely. However, not really mad at her. All of those things we all need to, I don't, maybe for those of you who don't know anything about the higher education system, please read this because it's going to give you a very real look of what it is like, especially coming out of grad school and like teaching. It's going to give you a really good look at that. So I highly recommend that because, wow. Anyway, I'm on page 208. I think this page, I don't even know. I have a little over 100 pages left, so I don't know. This book is continuing to make me mad, so maybe I'll just like finish it in spite, but tonight, but I have no idea. Um, Obviously, like I'm meant to be mood reading, but I kind of picked this up thinking it was weird girl fiction. It is clearly not. So I really do want to read Convenience Store Women because I know that's short and it's also my second library book. And yes, I am mood reading, but those all do need to go back to the library. I have a whole stack, so I need to finish that one so I can just bring them all back at the same time. But I know that will be weird girl fiction. So I think once I finish this, I will just read that. Um, I just don't know. Like that could be like while I'm on the track, like the elliptical tomorrow. Like quite literally, it's such a short book. But we shall see what then I get up to because I don't know what I'm gonna feel like I'm in the mood for. I have no idea. I don't know. But anyway, let me keep reading this and see where we're at. Okay, I finished this. Not sure how I finished this today, but it's currently 7:30, so I do need to go to bed. Not soon, but relatively soon. Um, as infuriating as this book made me at times, it was very, very good. I think it's really interesting because obviously it is a conversation about grad school, what it is like to be a professor, like an adjunct professor, but you just felt for her, like you felt for Sam so much because you're just like, how much more can happen to this girl? Like, she's homeless at times, she can't afford food, she has a root canal, she has like a UTI. The professor is writing vile things about her when it's not really true. Um, you just feel for her, and I think I just am sitting here still kind of in shock. But the ending, girl, get it. That's all I have to say about it. Um, I think I'm gonna rate this like a 3.75. Like there was nothing like bad about it, but it was not like it didn't other than make me a little bit ranty. I don't think the writing was all that good to be honest with you. Yeah, I just felt like the constant like beating up on Sam was just a little much for me at times. But honestly, if you want to know what it is like to be an adjunct professor or to be in grad school or like what that is like, I already said that, but this, read it. Okay, hello. I wanted to give you a little bit of an update. Good morning. It's currently 5:45 in the morning. I didn't really do any reading this morning because I had to wash my hair and stuff, but I did read this last night. Weird girl fiction at its best. I have read Vanishing World. I think I like that one better than this. But I feel like any character she writes like they definitely read autistic, and I don't know if they're meant to, and I don't know if it's because it's translated or what, but anyway, I'm in the mood for a little bit of a murder mystery, so I'm going to be reading A Deadly Episode by Anthony Horwitz. Anyway, this is just a sleeve because this is the book. Um, I will say though, I do have Charming Puckboys by Saxton James, and I believe in Eden Finley as well. I would like to finish that today, so I think I'm gonna read that at the gym and rather than read this. Um, but yeah, that's the plan. It's not to say that I couldn't, it's just I'd rather finish that off because I'm at like 40% or so, so I just want to finish that off and then I can read the other one. Yeah, that's what's happening right now. That's the update. So nothing really is new, but I guess this is new. Um, which means I get to return all my books to the library after I film my monthly wrap up, which will be today. So, oh, that's gonna be a long one because I'm looking at it. And I'm a little scared here for you guys and for me for editing. But anyway, let me go to the gym and then I will catch back up with you at that point. Okay, what is happening here? Okay. I am currently 70% of the way done with this. Really? There we go. I'm about 70% done with this book right now. Nothing's really that exciting. Like, I feel like this is very much a light read. It's a romance. It's a hockey romance. It's very cute. If you like Heated Rivalry and have not read the Puckboys series by Jackson James and Eden Finley, I highly suggest it. I am reading the 10th and final one that just came out, and I'm so sad to see the series go and see these characters go because I love every single one of them. But yeah, that is what's happening. I do have to shoot and film my wrap up, like my monthly wrap up, which I'm already not prepared to do because there's 35, almost 36 books, so I'll probably finish this before then. So, anyway, and then I gotta go to the library and return books. So fun. I am just trying to get a video kind of sorted, I guess. I don't know what I'm doing right now. I'm just reading and like, I just finished uploading, so I feel like that's a good thing. Oh my gosh, it is so dark. Okay. All right. I'm like walking closer to my bathroom. But anyway, I have been editing all afternoon. It is currently 7:30. I am going to kind of wrap up for the night. I'm going to read a little bit, but I just don't know how much that's going to be, to be honest with you. Because I have not started that book at all. Like I said, just been editing all day. So yeah. That's what happens when you edit a wrap up that has like 36 books in it. It's crazy. Anyway, so that is what's going on. I'm gonna kind of prep for the gym tomorrow and then rest and read a little bit. So I don't think I'll see you. I'll catch up with you in the morning. Okay, hello. We're gonna give you a little bit of an update. There's not really much of one. I didn't go on the elliptical today because I had to go get gas and stuff like that, so I just didn't do it. I'm on page 53. So far, this is good. I will say, like, there's one part of this where it's giving us, like, the script or whatever, because it is. This is a murder mystery. Basically, it's about a author who writes this series about a detective who is a real-life detective. They go on to sell the rights. Someone writes the film on it, and then they're actually filming it. And then, lo and behold, the detective is I think he's cast as the lead detective in the show. He ends up getting stabbed and murdered. And so I haven't really gotten very far in terms of that. But yeah, now I'm on the production section. So I'm sure I will get more into that. But yeah, at one point it has like a little bit of a script format. And just as someone who like writes scripts, This is not script format and it was driving me nuts, but that's okay. I think the story is good. I will say it's not keeping me as engaged as like Not Quite Dead Yet. Part of that is I just think like right now I just don't have, I've been trying to finish up editing. I need to start packing, things like that. I will finish this hopefully by tomorrow night. So that's okay. But today I also have work. I need to finish editing, things like that. So it's just a little bit crazy, but I'm sure it will get done. It is kind of like, I feel like I am supposed to be mood reading and I am in the mood to read this. It's just like I knew it was not going to be a fast read. I knew whatever books I was reading the next couple of weeks and this week in specific are going to be a little bit slower. So yeah, that's all I have to say about it. I'll catch up with you when I actually read it because right now I'm gonna sit and edit. So I don't want to like, obviously I'm not gonna be reading. Okay, hello. Long time no talk. It is currently 5:55. So I have book club in about half an hour. So I'm gonna take the time and do reading right now. I'm gonna read the same book because I haven't gotten any farther. Which is unlike me, but honestly it has been a little bit crazy and I kind of always knew that my reading would slow down when I don't need to be like reading a whole bunch for content like all at once because I like obviously have videos stored for vacation. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna spend the next half an hour reading and I'm gonna enjoy it. And that's it. I can't tell you what else. I don't know. Okay, so I have like 3 minutes to spare. I'm over halfway. I'm at 2:05 or something. Man, I read a lot. So I think I started on page like 60. I read a lot, but I think part of that is like this font is like, I don't know if you can tell, like this font is literally so huge. It's crazy. And like the margins are really strange. Anyway, the thing that bothers me about this book is the screenwriting format. Like anytime we go into like the script, it drives me absolutely bananas. But I think it's just because like my background, but it is so insane and it drives me nuts because I just can't read it. Like I just am like this, why is it written like that? Like there's screenwriting format for a reason. But that is a personal preference just because I also am a screenwriter. But yeah, so far the mystery is pretty good. Like we're just like going into everybody's like backstories, like what they're doing, how they're connected to the victim. So I enjoyed that. I think this does feel like you're watching a television show, which is fine. But it's like on a film set, and then like there's a writer and a detective. The detective helped the writer to write this book, and that book is being turned into a movie, and the actor is the one that's dead. So it's like a lot. Like there's a lot that you're trying to piece together and like figure out. So that's all I'll say about that. I am now going to go to book club. And I don't know if I'm going to read anymore today, but we shall see. Okay. Hello. I finished a Deadly episode. I didn't hate it. However, it was boring. Like, the murder happened 100 pages in, and I just don't know why a third of the way through we're having a murder when that's, like, literally the whole plot. But that's just me. I enjoyed it to that extent. Yeah. Like, that's my thought process on it. I don't think it was, like, my favorite. I think it was a murder mystery. not a really well done one. It was a little slow. I think it's going to make a great film. Make a great film one day. But as a book, doesn't really work. So in terms of what I'm reading next, I'm kind of balancing two at the same time. So I'm going to be reading The Memory Police by, who is this? By Yoko Ogawa. And then I'm also going to be reading Promise Me by Sarah Kate as well, because that is my buddy read, so I'm going to start reading it. And I'm also going to start reading this as well. Okay, why did I, when I picked this up yesterday, this font looks so small, but the font isn't that small. Oh, some of it is. Why is the font changing? What is going on? Okay, anyway, The Memory Police. This is one that's on my TBR for the month, and then also, like, it looks interesting, so I'm in the mood to read, like, a little dystopian, kind of, like, Giver situation, so that's what's going on. And then also I have a romance in Promise Me by Sarah Kate, so exciting times. It's currently, what time is it? 5:30, 5:25 in the morning. Obviously I'm fully ready to go to the gym. And the gym is open. I'm just trying to edit a few things real quick and then head out because I just want to get in and get out of the gym today. Okay, hello. It's been like all day. You have not heard from me a singular point today. I went to, after I worked out and got ready, I went to the bookstore to pick up my book club pick for the month. And then I basically came home and went to go with my mom to a doctor's appointment. And then from there, we went to go see Devil Wears Prada 2. And I just got back and it's currently 7:20 at night. So, I will give you a little bit of a breakdown of what happened today. I did end up finishing The Memory Police. Oh my gosh, this was so good. Like, this definitely feels like Fahrenheit 451 meets The Giver meets Anne Frank's Diary. So it's definitely a lot of like meets there, but I do think describes this book really well. I think if you're looking for that feel of like a Fahrenheit 451 with The Giver, like those, I guess I would call them like classics, but also like school kind of books, like books you read in school, I would definitely give this a shot. It's actually so much better than like, I think like a school book, but I 100% go read this book. I have yet to rate it because I just haven't had the time and the space to think about it. But if I'm going to rate it, I think I'm going to rate it a 4.5 or a 4.75. Somewhere between those two. I don't really think there's anything bad about it, but I just don't feel in my gut that's 5 stars. So I guess that's what we're going with on 5 stars. But anyway, very good. I am also going to read Promise Me by Sarah Kate. I have the Kindle book. It's my buddy read with my best friend Holly. So that's what I'm also kind of starting. So yeah, that's what's going on. All right, hello. I feel like you just saw me reading a bunch, but obviously this book is on my phone slash my iPad and stuff. I don't have an actual Kindle, and I think that's like a very interesting reading experience because I don't typically film what I'm reading on my Kindle with you guys. But in terms of obviously it's my buddy read. I don't know if I said that, but it's my buddy read for the month of May, and I mean, we kind of like me and Holly kind of switch back and forth with who chooses it. I did not choose this book. I don't think it's bad. Well, I gave options, I think, but I don't think it's bad. I think it is a weird structure of a book. I have read books similar in structure. Disappoint Me by Nicoladina is a similar structure in that one person is in the past. Like when we're one person's POV, we're in the past, and then when we're in the other person's POV, we're in the present. And that is how this book works. And I think it worked really well in Disappoint Me. I'm not so sure it works very well here. I think there's a lot of history between these two characters. I just don't know if like going in the past is like worth it. I because I think where I'm losing it, so we follow Declan and Colin. Colin, we learn what happens in their past because they're uni friends, and then they like have kind of a intimate situation, but Declan is very much anti-relationship. Colin is not, and eventually they have a falling out. We have not gotten to that point in the book, and that's where I'm kind of like struggling with the structure because it's 62% of the way done, and I feel like I should kind of know that. But anyway, Colin shows up many years later. He's engaged. They're doing the wedding at Declan's like family's home. And so we see them kind of together now, or like what their relationship kind of, we know they had a falling out. But I I'm going to tell you right now, please look at kink warnings, please look at trigger warnings. But I don't hate any of those things. However, because I have read other Sarah Kate stuff, but I I just like don't really know how to make sense of it, I guess, in my head, because I guess I don't really know and understand why it was chosen to be the structure it is. I'm not saying it's bad, I just don't really understand it because, to be honest, I think you could have gotten a lot of context in a very short amount of time. Like, I think we could have put all this past in the very beginning in a few chapters. I don't think, because also I think where I'm missing is Colin's like real time thoughts on the wedding, because it's clear that he is struggling with his fiance, but we don't really know why. We don't know what's going on in their relationship. And I think we're kind of like, and I think because we're with Colin in the past, it is really hard to figure out how he feels about his current fiance. And I think that's kind of making me lose the point, because honestly, at some points, like, it feels like cheating a little bit, in which his relationship with Declan in the present timeline is kind of feeling. Not that they've kissed or anything, but it just feels like we're getting to that, and I don't love that. So that's where I'm at. I don't even know how many pages I have left, but I have like 125 or something like that. So yeah, that's what's going on right now. I'm finishing up my coffee. It's currently, what time is it? 10:13 in the morning. So we have a little bit of time. I actually am getting ready to go on vacation, so I need to start packing. You guys are seeing this after vacation or like right when I get back. But yeah, so I do actually have to do that as well today. I want to start listening to Lena Dunham memoir because I'm in the mood for that, but I feel like I really suck at mood reading sometimes, but yeah, I definitely want to get onto that. I have the audiobook already downloaded from Spotify because Lena Dunham is actually like voicing it, and I do have the actual memoir book, so I don't know if I'll go between the two or like whatever, but yeah. I also pulled out Colored Television by Denzi Senna, so I'll probably read this after I finish this current book. Um, yeah, that's what's happening. Hello, good morning. It is Saturday. It's very exciting. Washed my hair already, got myself together. I'm about to have breakfast a little bit. And coffee because I have to go to work, and then after work I'm gonna go to the gym. Because I'm trying to get as many gym sessions as I can before I leave on vacation. But anyway, I read about a chapter of this last night, so I'm about 20 pages in. So far, so good. I am wondering about the son because I'm like, is the son autistic? Is he not? Like, I'm just a little curious about that. But I think it's really interesting. I'm excited to get into it. It's not a very long book. It's 270 pages, so it's not extremely long at all. So if I can finish this today, that'd be great. But I also need to pack today. So we will figure it out together. I think after this, I don't know what mood I'm in. I either can read The Story Can Save Your Life, or I can read the memoir that I picked out for the month, or I could read a Brave New World by, the last name is Huxley, but I'm missing the first name anyway. A lot of things I could read. I'm just not sure what I want to read yet. So I'm gonna finish this and then we'll come back to that probably tomorrow. I don't know. I don't know. Where you're to find out. I'm gonna find out. Who knows? All right. Hello, hello, hello. Good morning. I did finish color television yesterday. I will say I didn't really like it up until the last like 10 or so pages. So just bear that in mind a little bit. What is happening right now? I honestly just uploaded footage for this video because I'm that far behind, guys. I'm that far behind. So anyway, I am going. Surprisingly, I have a lot of footage. I didn't really think I had that much. So I am going to start reading Brave New World. It's currently 6:35 a.m. I am definitely ready to go to the gym. It is a Sunday. I don't normally go to the gym on Sundays. However, I next week is going to be a little bit hectic because I also have to finish packing. I have to get ready to go. So I don't know if I'm going to be making it to the gym every single day, and I'd rather just like have an extra day where it's like it's fine. Um Not that it really matters, but you know what I mean. Like I just feel like that's better. So anyway, I'm reading Brave New World by Aldous Huxley. I'm just feeling kind of like a weird, like, utopia situation. It is a classic, so bear with me, guys. This might be a weird read for me. I don't know, but I don't know. Well, that's great. This is literally in Spanish, or in Spanish. This is in French. So that's okay. Interesting. Anyway, I'm gonna get to reading this and then I'll catch up with you when I leave for the gym in like an hour and 10-ish minutes. Okay, so I definitely knew that Brave New World was not going to take me very long because while this book is really thick, the actual book, like the original book, is only 220 pages, and this font is like fairly big. So I did finish it. It is currently 7:30. And I just came out of focus. Cool. So the gym opens in about a half an hour, so I'm not gonna like start the next book until I get there. But I'm gonna start The Story Might Save Your Life by Tiffany Crum. So that's what I'll be bringing to the gym with me. I'm not sure how far I'll get or anything, but yeah, I'm surprised I finished that. I will say, here are my thoughts on it. Who's Utopia? Someone come get their Utopia. Like this is my version of not a utopia. The way that they talked about women, and obviously this is written in like 1932, or it was published in 1932. I just don't know if I could really get past that at any point because women are looked at as baby makers, basically, and like, yeah. So like this is gonna be a no for me, but yeah. That's all I'm gonna say about it. Someone come get their utopia. All right, hello, good morning, good morning, morning. It is Monday, so I'm just gonna continue this vlog because um I have not finished this book yet, which is The Story of How to Save Your Life. Don't even think I told you I was reading it in the first place, but I did start it yesterday. I'm about 84 pages in. I'm gonna read a little bit this morning and then I'm gonna hit the gym as always. It's currently 5:10. And then I do have to come back and do some editing a little bit for this video, and then I need to start uploading stuff for when I'm gone. Packing is, well, packing is packing. I have a lot of stuff everywhere right now, so that's a problem. But anyway, I'm gonna get to reading, and then I will catch up with you guys a little bit later. Okay, why am I so dark right now? Hold on. Haha. Now I'm just striped, but whatever. We'll get there. So I finished, well, I didn't finish this book. I have about 50 pages left of this book. This book took me by surprise. Like, this is my book club book for the month, and this book took me by surprise. I was kind of going in, like, I think it was a mystery, all that. It is so much more than that. Like, I don't want to give it away, but oh my gosh, this is so freaking good. So I read about 200 pages. Like, I stayed extra long on the elliptical because I was like so freaking invested, and I have about 51 pages left. So I'm gonna knock that out right now before I get dressed, even though it is currently 8:30. I probably should get dressed, but that's okay. I don't have to leave till 2, so I think we're okay. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. I'm gonna read. Okay, so like you just saw, I finished this book. So I am going to end this video. This is a week of mood reading. I can't believe we've done it. It was really fun. I mean, obviously I knocked out some like books on my TBR anyway, but they were what I was in the mood for. I don't know what I'm gonna read next, but who knows? This was so good. Honestly, if you have not read This Story Might Save Your Life by Tiffany Crumb, I highly suggest it. So good, and it's not really a thriller in any way. Like, it's a mystery, sort of. Like, I don't know. Like, there is a mystery component of it, but it's not really about that. So, anyway, so good. And yeah. All right, I hope you enjoyed this week of reading. I hope you found some new book inspiration. Let me know in the comments what type of mood you're in and what type of book fits that mood. And make sure to like, comment, subscribe. I will see you guys next time. Bye!